Have you ever watched the man who does everything right, the thoughtful texts, the steady support, the small sacrifices, and then watched her walk away anyway? It stings because it feels unfair. You showed up, you cared, but caring didn't keep her. Today, I'm going to tell you why women leave the men who care the most, and how caring the right way actually makes you more desirable, not less. This isn't bitterness, it's clarity. Stay with me. Picture this, a guy, let's call him Omar. He rearranges his life for his girlfriend, skips nights with friends, answers texts at 2 a.m., and plans elaborate dates to prove he's committed. 6 months in, she says she needs space. She leaves. Omar is confused. He did everything. Or take Sam. He's steady, always available, always apologizing first. She ends it suddenly, not because he was mean, but because he lost his spark. She tells her friends she's just not into him anymore. Sam's devotion became predictability. Predictability killed curiosity. Then there's Bilal. Calm, independent, passionate about his craft. He shows care, but it's measured. He has a life that's worth missing. When he chooses to be with someone, it feels like a choice, not a rescue mission. That choice is magnetic. These stories aren't moral judgments. They're patterns. Caring isn't the problem. The way care is given often is. First, let's cut through the noise. Attraction is not a charity. It's not just about being kind or reliable. Human desire is wired around 3 things: autonomy, competence, and mystery. When a man centers his entire identity around a woman, he removes those elements. He becomes less of a partner and more of a vacuum. Psychologically, overinvestment signals scarcity. If every action screams, "I need you to stay," the subconscious reads it as low value. Attachment becomes pressure. Pressure creates resistance. That's simple behavioral economics applied to human hearts. Culturally, modern romance amplifies this by confusing availability with devotion. Social media broadcasts constant presence as virtue. Immediate replies, public declarations, visible sacrifices. But public devotion can be performative, and performative devotion can feel like a plea. Women, like anyone, want a partner who is chosen, not someone who begs to be chosen. Structurally, systems of inequality and personal histories change how people evaluate partners. If someone grew up in chaos, they value stability. If someone grew up craving validation, they avoid clinginess. That mix shapes what a person unconsciously looks for. Understanding these layers makes the why less personal and more navigable. Stoicism gives us a useful lens here. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Caring with power means caring without surrender. Stoic strength isn't emotional suppression, it's emotional governance. You feel, but you don't hand every decision to that feeling. So what does practical, high-value care look like? First, have a life worth returning to. Commit to things outside the relationship. Craft, friendships, health, goals. When your time is not infinitely available, your presence becomes intentional. Intention beats availability. Purpose beats performance. When you prioritize growth, you quietly communicate. I am whole whether you stay or go. That is irresistible. Second, make your affections selective and meaningful. 1,000 bland compliments are white noise. A single, precise compliment that shows you are paying attention lands. Thoughtful gestures done from abundance not need feel like gifts, not bailouts. This is not manipulation. It's discernment. Give because you genuinely want to, not to manufacture a return. Third, learn to hold your emotions without being ruled by them. Panic texts, dramatic ultimatums, jealousy-fueled investigations. These are emotional decision-making on autopilot. Pause. Reflect. Ask, is this a fact or a fear? Seneca reminds us, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Let your curiosity interrogate your insecurity. Respond from clarity, not from the heat of the moment. Fourth, cultivate healthy boundaries. Saying no is not cruelty, it's self-respect. Boundaries aren't punishments, they are standards. If you cancel your gym for every mood swing or lose friends to prove devotion, you trade long-term respect for short-term approval. Respect is built on consistency. Protect your time. Protect your values. Fifth, preserve mystery without becoming distant. Mystery isn't about secrecy or game playing. It's about depth. Don't exhaust your story in chapter 1. Let her discover layers, pursue challenges, learn new skills, be a man with inner terrain. Remember, curiosity sustains desire, routine kills it. Finally, aim for controlled indifference when appropriate. Not coldness, controlled emotional independence. This is the calm confidence that says, I value you, but I don't collapse without you. It's the attitude of someone who can walk away, which paradoxically makes others want to walk toward you. It's hard. It's humble. It's strong. Here's a simple test you can use today. When you feel the urge to overgive, pause and ask, am I doing this to fill a hole inside me or to add value to both our lives? If it's the former, step back. If it's the latter, continue but keep your center. This is not advice to be cold or aloof. It's a call to be sovereign. Love requires strength. Love requires self-respect. Love requires the dignity to be whole before you join with someone else. So if you're tired of giving and still losing, stop confusing devotion with self-erasure. Become the man whose life is worth stepping into. Build your craft, guard your standards, master your emotions, and give care from abundance, not need. That's where real, sustainable attraction lives. If this hit you, do something quiet and powerful right now. Choose one small boundary to protect this week: a gym night, a friend's dinner, a focus hour. Keep it sacred. That small act of self-respect will change how you carry yourself and how others see you. If you're ready to grow, subscribe and join the men who want strength without ego, love without loss. Comment, I choose strength, not to boast, but to begin. Be the man who cares and keeps his center. That's the man who builds love that stays.